episode 5 of Collecting Stories. Little bit delayed here. I went to a Wisconsin Badger game this weekend, came back Sunday, was feeling tired, asked you if we could do it today. You said yes.
I said yes. I was tired yesterday. I'm Zayd.
And I'm Tarek. And this is Collecting Stories.
Welcome to Collected Stories all. Can you believe it's episode 5?
Yeah, we're on our way. We're keeping this thing going.
And we still have things to talk about. Lots of things to talk about, actually.
Yeah, and some of these stories today aren't going to be from this week. I'm going to bring to light a story from several weeks ago, which we'll do later on. But before we do that, first of all, did you get your feeling satisfied, your Mickey D's?
I ordered McDonald's right before this, and we had to delay the podcast even further for me to eat the McDonald's. And I feel a little ashamed eating McDonald's because it's not really good for you. But it's really good.
Did you get a McFlurry?
I didn't get a McFlurry.
I'm disappointed.
I should have. I totally forgot about the McFlurries.
I thought you got a McFlurry. So we'll start today. You wanted to talk a little bit about, we forgot to mention it last time, we now have an Instagram.
An Instagram, yep. So our Instagram handle is Collecting Stories TZ. So it's all undercase, Collecting Stories TZ, and we're posting pictures of the cards that we talk about on the podcast, as well as whatever else we want to post. I already made a post about a couple of my Anthony Edwards cards and telling a story about the National and how I got them. So yeah, please follow us, and the Instagram is going to be in the description below as well. So it'll be easy for you to get to.
Do we have any followers now?
Oh yeah, we got followers.
Really?
Yeah. We got followers, we got likes even on our posts. We got comments and we have a lot of views. We have a lot of views. A lot as in like 40 plus views.
Okay. That's not bad.
Which is pretty good.
So let's start out with this week. What did we do this week? And I'm going to let you, by we, I mean, what did you do this week?
By me, I kind of looked into more breaks of SpongeBob, and it looks like, from what I'm seeing on eBay and what I'm seeing on like breaker sites, that SpongeBob is going down. People aren't as interested in SpongeBob anymore. It was like
really?
Yep. It was the very first hype, It was like everyone wanted to buy in and buy their cards. But it's hard to fill these breaks now. I mean, it could be that these spots are too expensive for people to buy. I mean, there's only a select few that can buy into breaks, especially like the thousands of dollars worth of cards that they're breaking.
Are you still waiting? Are you still waiting on that break that you bought into, the locations?
Yep. So
break?
The locations break. So I don't think we discussed the locations break on the podcast yet. I told Tarek about this before because I want to complete the full SpongeBob set, and there was this option on this break. He's doing a case or 5 boxes. I don't remember. But for $60. I got 40 plus spots, 40 plus cards of locations. And most of them I need for my set. So thinking about it, I said, well, I could either buy each card individually, which would probably be more than $60, to be honest with you. But in this break, I could probably get most of the cards that I need and a chance at more rare cards like serial numbered cards or refractors. So I thought this was a really good deal. But he hasn't broken the boxes yet. And I've been really antsy.
Because he's trying to fill still, right?
He's still trying to fill. It's like 20 more spots that he has to fill. And that's why I'd say, like, maybe it's going down. Maybe people aren't interested anymore.
You also opened up some blaster boxes of your own.
Yeah, 4 blaster boxes of the SpongeBob Topps Chrome. I got a bubble refractor, a out of 175, which is like Silver Wave, and then an aqua refractor, which is out of 199. And I got a lot of. I mean, I got half of the base set from those 4 blaster boxes, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Cool.
And then I was also looking at Fanatics Live again today because I knew they were breaking a 5 cases, which is 60 hobby boxes of this product. And they're trying to sell all these things, all these spots, and they started doing dollar auctions for these spots.
Oh, okay.
So they start at $1 and then we auction them off. So I got a spot in it for $16. When you're doing this, I mean, like, I just kind of wanted to be part of it, you know?
Right.
I mean, it's 60 boxes that they're breaking. That's a lot.
Blaster or
Hobby.
Hobby. Wow.
Yeah.
So what spot did you get?
It was like a quote part of the show. It was something I can't remember the quote right now, but it's.
But is it one single card or is it?
Yeah. It's one single.
Okay,
it's one
gotcha.
single card. So there was like 200 plus spots that they had to fill up, and the spots that are left are like the big hitters, you know, like SpongeBob and Patrick, which are like in the thousands of dollars that they want to sell. But there are those people out there that want to spend that money. So,
Sure. Yeah, they're cool cards. You showed them to me, and I actually thought about getting some, but I don't know anything about SpongeBob, so I'd just
Don't
be
do
getting
it.
them because the cards look cool. So
Don't do
I
it.
passed.
The hobby boxes are on sale on blowout cards right now.
Okay. What does on sale mean?
Like $50 off. So they're like $3.90. So that was this week. I'm still waiting on my cards to come and to break and everything. So it's pretty exciting. I also listed my Ricardo Pepis on eBay. So
Okay.
any listener wants to buy my Ricardo Pepis, that would be awesome.
Go look for those on eBay. Ricardo Pepis. He didn't make the national team.
No, he's injured and people say he's done for, but whatever.
It's a little harsh
I
for
know.
somebody who's like 20 years old.
Yeah, he's like 20 years old. I know that is pretty harsh. But that's my week. What about you, Tarek? What have you been up to?
Well, I actually after remember we ripped those 1999 Fleer well, we ripped one pack on the podcast here. I ripped 2 more afterwards, not on the same day. I ripped one on the same day, and I got this Michael Irvin, which I really liked how it looked. I'm going to try to get that there. Yeah, so I got that Michael Irvin. So I'm actually I'm thinking it's going in the grade pile, which nothing's happening with the grade pile right now because I don't want to spend the money to grade. But then a few days later, I ripped another pack and I got one of the short printed inserts. It says 1 per 96 packs, and these are really cool. It's a die cut under pressure, and you can't see it, but it's actually embossed. So like it's like stamped out, so it kind of sticks out. You know what I mean? Like those action pack cards almost.
Yeah.
I am going to grade this. They don't grade well, and I can see why, because just the way they were stamped and stuff and all the corners, there's going to be, it's not going to gem. But there's, I think, 10 cards in this set. This is Terrell Davis, Under Pressure, 1997 Super Bowl MVP for the Denver Broncos. And then the following year, they went to the Super Bowl again, but he won the league MVP as a running back, rushing over 2,000 yards that season. So I'm very familiar with TD. He's back from my day. And I was excited about that. So I kind of started looking at the other under pressure cards, and I was excited about those too as well. So I may keep an eye out for some of those.
How many are in the insert set?
I think it's 10.
Wow,
I believe it's 10.
that's a big card that you pulled from.
Peyton Manning's in there. Yeah. I mean, it's one of I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised when I saw it. I was like, oh.
But you're
this
right.
looks cool.
It has like this. The die cut has a lot of corners, a lot of edges that you need to
Well,
look
and
out
plus
for.
it's stamped because it's embossed. It's like stamped in from the back, so there's some kind of wrinkles there. I don't know how I don't know how they graded. I was looking at some other graded cards that were for sale, and I was kind of like seeing what grades those got and trying to zoom in and see, what there's no tens. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah, so I was kind of seeing, well, what's a 9, what's an 8, and trying to get a little bit of a perspective on how this card gets graded. But and then I went for my follow-up post-surgery in Rochester and picked up a few cards from the card shop there. This one I really like. I got this Paul Skeens rookie debut. This is from the 2024 update set for Topps, but it's the paper. However, it's one of the foil cards, which I really like how these look. I have some of these paper foil cards for like Otani from. I got a green one from 2022, I believe, and I've got a red one from 2019 or 2020. I can't remember. But I really like how they look. This one, usually I get a little bit stressed out when I'm trying to evaluate a card in a store. I always ask the guy, "Hey, is it all right if I take this out and look at it?" And they're like, "Sure, sure," but I'm always like kind of nervous. So
There's a little bit of pressure to buy it once you take it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's that, and I don't want to accidentally mess up the card while I'm looking at it. What if I cause a problem?
What if you sneeze on it?
I've got eyes on me. But this one I took my time and really looked at and determined there that I didn't think, even when I looked at it a little closer under a magnifying lens, there would be any issues, and there wasn't. So I was kind of happy that I did that. That it does take a lot of the stress off, because otherwise you're coming home and you're wondering, oh shoot, what am I going to find? Where am I going to see that little nick that I missed? This one all good. So really all I had to worry about was the centering, which I eyeballed, and I think the centering is good as well too. So I got that, and I'm into these foil cards. That's numbered out of 199, by the way. I'll take a picture of it and put it on the Instagram.
The red is numbered out in 199. Okay.
And then I got this Bomb Squad, Aaron Judge. I already have I have a PSA 10 of the pink fireworks. That one's not numbered. This is out of 999, and I really like the look of the Bomb Squads, even though they're not licensed. I know.
$9.99. Holy.
Out of 999, yeah, that's a high number. But and I believe it's called Rapture. But again, these Bomb Squads are really cool.
You love the Bomb Squad. You told me you love them.
I do. I almost bought Tani that was graded a PSA 10 at that card show where I wasn't feeling so well. Mm-hmm. I passed and just didn't buy anything.
How much was he asking for it?
$100.
Oh.
Yeah, might not have been a bad buy, but. And then I got some women's basketball, some WNBA stuff. I got a Rakia Jackson PSA 10 cracked ice. Where was Rakia drafted? Number 4 in the 2024 draft. That's in Caitlin's draft. She was number 4. And I got an Elia Edwards, the kaleidoscope. You know the kaleidoscopes, right? From the WNBA prison. Yeah,
I got those a lot.
Yeah, I like the colors on them. And I got the green Pulsar out of 25, PSA 10. And then I went ahead and bought the Nika Mall, 14th pick, cracked ice again. That one it was $25, so I thought I mean, that's how much it would cost to grade something like that. So I picked that one up. And then I got a 2024 Bowman Chrome University Michaela Blake's. That's college. I think she's going to be a sophomore this year at Vanderbilt. But I got the X Fractor PSA 10. And again, got a good deal on it.
You love the Rochester store. Holy.
I do. I feel like they have, I feel like they're, like they price fairly. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I asked them if I bought in volume, would they give me a deal? And they said sure. And they knocked $6 off of the whole thing. So
You know, you could get a McFlurry
Hey.
with that. Like,
that's true. That's
awesome.
It's very true. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really expecting anything, and I felt awkward asking.
No, but like
I
these
thought I would.
you said you had PSA 10.
4 PSA 10s, yeah.
Yeah, but what was the cheapest PSA 10? It was like $25.
25, yep.
That's insane.
I got one and I got another one for 30. 2 others for 30.
Like, why do they even
two
grade
others
that
for
card?
30. I don't know. And those cracked ices are kind of a pain to grade, I think. They feel like it.
Oh, they're
It
hard
feels
to
like
grade.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of the Prism stuff that didn't look centered very well or had some print lines. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Well, does Topps have the WNBA license as well, or?
Nope, not yet. Prism
Okay.
still got a hold of that one.
All right.
For I don't know for how long, but yeah, they haven't managed to lose that one yet.
But they're coming out with flagship Topps basketball pretty soon, so
They are. Yeah.
that's getting pretty exciting.
So yeah, so that's. I'm trying to think if I picked anything else up. I did not. I did clean my. I did clean up a lot of the mess in my office, though. Yeah,
Do you feel better?
a lot of straight. Yeah, I feel a weight off my shoulders. Yes. Part of the reason is I've got to get my stuff organized because I want to inventory it. I recently purchased about a month ago insurance to cover my collection, and I got it from. It's called, I think, Collectibles. What does this stand for? It's the one that's promoted by Beckett, Collectible Insurance Services.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know you could buy insurance for any collection, but I'm guessing that sounds correct. I mean, like that sounds like a good idea. So
Yeah, I did a lot of reading, and I also listened to some podcasts talking about it because your home insurance typically, or your renter's insurance typically, doesn't cover that stuff without some sort of an evaluation done
an
of the
appraisal
collection.
of the car. Yeah.
Exactly. So they have to you have to have details of everything. For CIS, you do not, but it does help to have an inventory of things. So I am going to start trying to do that. What prompted it was, which leads into our main collecting story of the episode, is, and I will take a picture of this too as well.
Oh.
But I ordered a this was in September, late August, early September. I ordered a Cactus Jack WrestleMania. So it was the set that was distributed at the WrestleMania event this year, WrestleMania 41. I purchased a Zarya rookie card out of 25. I saw it looked like a good deal. I think it was about $100. I really like her as a wrestler. That's who I've been buying into breaks of and stuff. So I saw this card, bought it. It was taking a little longer than normal to arrive. It kept saying it's going to come this day, and then it kind of got pushed. The seller shipped it to me on time, but I don't know if you can see here, but it came to me in this plastic bag from USPS that says, "We care. Dear postal customer, we sincerely regret the damage to your mail during handling by the Postal Service. We hope this incident did not inconvenience you." So on and so forth. Please accept our apologies. Well, it didn't get damaged. The back of it was shipped in a bubble mailer, and the back was slashed open, and the card was removed.
So you were inconvenienced.
It's a bit inconvenient. I mean, I mean, they say sorry for the damage. I don't know if there was damage to the card. I mean, because I can't see the card. I don't have it.
Right.
And then on the front, it's stamped, and I'll have to figure out if I show the front how I hide these addresses. But it's stamped unsealed without contents in damaged condition.
Oh.
So I left it in this thing so that somebody didn't think that I slashed it and took the card out. So I left it in their sealed bag, sent a picture to the seller. Seller obviously was bummed out too, but I got a full refund. Hopefully the seller, it was about $100 card. So hopefully the seller, Ground Advantage, they get $100 insurance. So hopefully they were able to make that claim off of the pictures I sent.
Oh, okay. So the seller pays, and with Ground Advantage, you automatically get insured?
You get $100 of insurance with both Priority and Ground Advantage mail.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's really nice, actually. But they
Now
do.
you have to.
Yeah.
They care. So
They care.
apparently they care enough to insure it for $100. Now I don't know. From talking to the seller a little bit more, it sounds like filing the claim can kind of be a pain.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what I do usually when I send anything over $100. I always do the ship cover through, like if I'm using eBay, I do the ship cover insurance directly through eBay. It's a little cheaper less expensive than USPS. Plus, if something does happen, you file the claim directly through your account on eBay. Fortunately, haven't had to try that yet, but especially after seeing this, I used to do it before, but this seller was saying it was the second time within a month it had happened to him or her.
Okay.
And I've heard stories on podcasts about this kind of stuff happening, stuff getting stolen. I don't know how they decide what to
slash open.
Yeah, it could have been first of all, I believe that stealing mail is a federal offense, which is not good. And who knows, what if it was like Commons that you were ordering to complete your set or something?
Or what if it was
worth the risk?
It was a birthday card or something? Like, how would you even know what was in there?
Well, I think they could tell. There's a couple things I do to protect. So one thing is this thing was just in the top loader in here. You can tell that. Mm-hmm. So I do a couple of things when I am shipping stuff. First of all, if it's not in a cardboard box, if I do a bubble mailer, I usually wrap it once in tape, in packing tape, before I put the label on there, because that makes it harder to cut through. If it is a card of any value, I usually put it in a small box. I just don't even deal with the bubble mailer. Because I feel like the bubble mailer is a little bit too easy to tamper with.
Yeah.
But after that happened is when I'd been kind of toying with the idea of the insurance, and that's when I decided to get it. I was like, it's not worth it to take a chance, especially with, not just my own collection, but things that I'm mailing. So one thing that the CIS will do is you don't have to, if they will cover, and I'm reading from here, $200 automatically, up to $200 for this Ground Advantage would be automatically covered for $200. So I wouldn't have to buy additional insurance. I could just file a claim against my collectibles insurance.
Okay.
And one of the reasons that I heard, and this is on another podcast, I believe it was on the Stacking Slaps podcast when Brett was talking with Nick from Worth Sports Cards. I want to make sure I give credit, but he was saying that one of the advantages of having the collectibles insurance is that the package, and this is actually the same with ship cover too, the package isn't marked insured. Like normally when you buy insurance through USPS over the $100, they actually mark the package as insured, which has the advantage of it's insured, but it also is a little bit of a
Incentive.
it's kind of an yeah. It's like hey, if you're gonna slash a package, slash this
slash
one.
this one, and they're gonna get their money back from the government. So like, what? Why
Well,
would they
maybe
put
not.
it
Maybe not right now, but too soon. Too soon. Let's not get into that. We
too
don't want to
soon?
get into.
Too soon. We can't get into.
We're still in the shutdown, aren't we? I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
we
We're
are.
like 3
Okay,
weeks
okay.
into the shutdown.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that.
But that's a good point. Like, why would they put insured on the package? That makes no sense.
I don't know. That's a very good question.
That makes no sense.
It does beg that question. So, anyways, yeah. So $200 for anything that is no signature required, and it's shipped first class priority mail, or first class is now called Ground Advantage. But even better thing though, and when I was purchasing the insurance, I got to ask a lot of questions, and they're really good. I've actually asked them questions about stuff a couple of times just until I get an understanding here. But if you send it class 2, which is signature required by the receiver, you're covered up to $2,500. So they were giving me an example. If you're sending cards to PSA, you cannot. You can just do signature required, but not by the insurance, and you're covered for $2,500. One of the nice things is that it's gotten me to so they do want evidence. So now I'll take a picture of the shipment before I've packed it up with the label next to it, and then I'll take another picture after I've got it packed, and that's usually sufficient documentation. Plus, if it's something you sold on eBay, you've got the sales invoice, so that's additional evidence.
Sheesh,
But
I was not worried about this, but now I am. That's
apparently this happens quite a bit. I mean, I don't know what someone was saying. Out of every 100, one or two is gonna get stolen or
Yeah.
tampered with or damaged or lost. I mean, it's not just theft, right? It's damage and loss too that you gotta think about.
right. Ugh. Okay.
So I'll give you an idea. Mine was about $300 for the year
$300 for insurance for the year. Okay. And
for this CIS.
that covers your collection at home for like maybe any damages if something were to happen, like
My sealed wax. If there was
water
water
damage. Yep. Okay.
Now, talk about the water damage here a little bit, because this is interesting. And again, they really explain stuff well when you're talking to them, and any questions you have. I
Did
really
you call
liked.
them?
Yeah, I
okay.
could have done it online, but I actually wanted to talk to someone. It's
No,
like,
yeah,
which is weird because I don't like to talk to people, but for this kind of stuff, I do. Yeah, so they will cover water damage. However, the items have to be at least 6 inches off the floor. So they recommended, however you're storing them, to have this is where some inventory is helpful, being able to take an inventory with some pictures. So here's what they say. We will not pay for loss or damage to covered property situated in a basement or on a floor below grade level caused by or resulting from water, unless the covered property is elevated by a stillage, which is a rack, table, shelf, cabinet, etc., to a level of at least 6 inches off the floor. So it's only if you're storing it in the basement, first of all,
Okay.
Subterranean level, then it needs to be on a shelf, basically. That's at least 6 inches off the floor.
So you bought a couple of shelves.
I had shelves already.
Hey,
Most of my stuff I was planning on. I mean, I had it up off the floor anyways.
I mean,
So
that's very reasonable for them to say. I mean, and they're very, it's, you know, it sounds like they're pretty open about, like, hey, this is what we're giving you. This is what you need to
yeah,
do. Like, it's not like something sketchy or anything.
yeah. And I researched on Reddit, and everything everything I read was all positive about CIS. So, and I don't know, I don't even know who else is out there, to tell you the truth. I mean, I'm sure you can go through your, like I said, your State Farm or whatever, but
Yeah.
maybe there's a little more documentation you have to be able to provide. So, but yeah, so that's,
But the mailing thing is, that comes in handy. That really does. Cause if you're sending like, cause all you're really doing, you're sending $100 cards, right? Over $100 cards.
yeah. Or if you're selling any sealed wax or anything like that. I mean, it's not hard to get over $100. I don't think. I mean, yeah.
Does it cover if you sold like, I guess if you sold on BSC over $100 worth, it covers that.
Yeah, because on buysportscards.com, you're still doing a USPS, so
Right.
it's going
Okay.
to be now. Remember, this isn't that envelope. So if you're using like the eBay standard envelope,
Yeah.
the under $20, that's not going to be covered.
But that's under $20. And
It is. Yeah.
I wouldn't be sending anything crazy in an envelope, I guess.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to. I mean, that's the whole reason they limited it to $20, is that they don't want anything expensive being sent with that label or at that level of service.
Hey, at least it wouldn't say insured on the thing, so they wouldn't know to crack it open and steal it.
Yeah, there's a lot of just stuff. I mean, a lot of it's just peace of mind. You're always wondering, well, what if, what if, what if? I'm not terribly worried about like home theft or anything like that. I
Yeah.
don't keep anything that super valuable at home, but I worry more about like something happening. I mean, really, water damage, right? A pipe breaks, or because I have had it. I mean, I've had that happen before at my previous house, right? The gets cold here
Yeah.
in
Sure.
in Wisconsin in the wintertime, and I actually had a pipe freeze once, the one to the outside faucet.
Okay.
And in the spring summer, I came to turn it on and water the flowers and stuff like that, and I
There's
noticed when I went down to the basement, I heard dripping noises. And sure enough, that's what had happened. Something had cracked, and
That's
unfortunately, I didn't have anything, because I would have had all my Magic cards down there at the time,
Yeah.
but they weren't anywhere near it, fortunately. So
that's scary. That's scary, but at least I'm glad you found this. What is it? CIS?
yep,
What does that stand for again?
collectible. What is it here? Collectibles Insurance Services.
Okay, so they probably insured more than cards. Maybe like
Coins,
coins.
collectible, well, stamps, collectible antiques. I know they'll do that. Knives, guns, that sort of thing too.
Wow, what a business! What an idea for someone to actually have the awareness to actually say, like, people want this stuff insured. Let's just make this its own business.
Well, if you go to their website, it actually says it was started by, I think, a couple of collectors. Collectibles, insurance. I think it was like started by collectors. You know, they're saying that, hey, they understand. Like most collectors were specialists. Providing collectible insurance is all we do. I'm just reading down here because I believe that's what they in their About Us or something they were saying that. Yeah, so musical instruments, toys, video games, wine. They will if you have a wine collection.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
These
pretty
guys
cool.
supposed to be making bank.
I'm sure there's a lot of headache that goes along with it, though.
I'm sure.
I would not want to. Our company was founded in 1966 by Horace Harrison, a celebrated stamp collector.
Ah, okay.
Harrison saw that conventional insurance companies couldn't fully serve the needs of stamp collectors like himself.
In the 60s. Wow. That's
So he
impressive.
created an agency called Harrison and Associates. Then he sold it to a fellow collector and friend. And yeah, so
Oh, it's not Harrison's anymore, huh?
not
Well,
anymore.
I'm getting a little worried about my Beckett submission. USPS said they delivered it. I'm sure it's delivered and safe and everything, but just my mind goes like, where is my package? Where are my cards? And I'm guessing it just takes a while for Beckett to actually open it up and scan what is in the package.
Yeah, but usually I mean, I don't know if they do. I haven't sent to Beckett yet. But PSA will, if you send you send directly to Beckett, right?
Right.
Yeah. So PSA, when you send it directly to them, they'll send you a notification. They have where it is in the process. So they'll be like package opened. It's in research.
Well, where it is in the process right now is not opened, hopefully, or not received. But USPS says it was received, so
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're probably right. They probably just have not processed processed that particular piece of mail yet.
hopefully.
I'm sure it's good. What did you send to them?
That Randy Moss. What is it called?
The Hall of Heroes or
Yep.
something like
the
that?
2000 Hall of Heroes or something. The Nolan Ryan, 1972. I sent a really cheap Shaq card. It was like 50 cents, but it looked really, really good.
Okay.
From 1999. And then I sent another card. Oh, I sent the Adam Thielen Select 2020 Panini Select color match card.
Okay.
No,
cool.
no, I didn't send that. I don't remember I sent another card, but I don't remember what it was. But I'm sure they're fine. I'm just worried a little bit.
Was the Nolan Ryan that was never graded before? Was it the one that you had graded by PSA and?
Yes, it was. It tried to be. I tried to grade it with PSA, but they said it was like mini card holder, which I don't really know what that meant. I mean, maybe they thought it was like trimmed or something, but there was no way that thing was trimmed. Like that was sitting in my dad's shoebox for forever. Maybe when he was like 7 years old and he doesn't remember. But I'm sending it to Beckett, see what they say.
Yeah. No, that'll be interesting. I'm interested in hearing what they do say.
If they receive the cards. I'm just kidding. They're fine. It's fine, Tarek. It's fine.
So I went disc golfing also.
Whoa.
Last week. Yeah, I think I'm starting to find the watching disc golfing and collecting the cards has now gotten me more excited to go out and play disc golf. Now, the reason I didn't like to do it was because I felt like I was terrible. Mm-hmm. And I am terrible. But I feel like this last time out, I made progress.
Oh, the time that we went, you made progress. You made progress again.
Did I make progress?
Oh yeah, you were throwing it like the second time we went around. You shaved like 10 strokes off your game.
Well, except now I'm trying to actually throw like the S curve, the one where, so I'm right-handed, right? So when you're doing a backhand throw, it kind of goes, it draws, it kind of goes out to the right and then comes back in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that sort of thing on it. And Reader's son actually gave me a tip that really helped out. I
What was
was
that?
throwing, he thought I was throwing too much like around, like in a circular motion
Straight out.
versus yeah,
So your release point, you're releasing at the correct point and you're turning it over.
exactly. And he called that out because I was the first couple of times I was trying to throw a little bit harder, but my release point always seemed late. And he said, I
Yeah.
think it's because you're doing this.
Nice. Nice, Tarek. So
Yeah, that was
you're
like an
throwing
epiphany.
like you're throwing like 400, 500 feet now, huh?
I am not doing that. I'm not even close. I did watch him throw one 400 feet though, and
I'm
put
sure
it.
you're throwing like 300 feet.
It was that hole. I don't know if you remember it. It's the one that's almost downhill. You're at the top of the hill,
Oh yeah.
and you throw it down. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yep. Yeah.
And he parked it about, I'd say, 25 feet from the pin on the right side.
Jeez.
So he actually got it to where the pin was,
Did he make the
but
putt?
I don't believe he made that putt. But he shot even for the whole round.
Good for him. I'll have to play with him. I haven't seen him for a few years.
Yeah, he's good. He
Yeah.
good.
Awesome. So, is it time to open that box yet? Since you've been playing a little more, or
No, no,
Okay.
I've got to. I did we say I would do it then, or did we say I'd do it when we go to after we go to watch a live tournament?
You said after a live tournament, but I'm pressuring you, so that's what
Yeah,
I'm
we're
doing.
gonna wait. We're gonna wait till after a live tournament, I think. So we'll have to get that scheduled sooner
Yeah.
in the next season rather than later, so I don't have to wait too long to open it.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned I opened my box. I
Oh yeah, no, you didn't.
I think I posted a picture on Instagram. It was an Instagram story, so it only shows up for like a day or two. But I got another Hero Series card, which I needed. And Isaac Robinson, I think he's two-time world champion. Isaac Robinson, great player. My autograph was a Silva Saarinen. I think she's from Finland, but I know her from the female, the FPO. I got an out of 5. I don't know this guy, but his name is Calvin Longquist. I don't.
No, you said the FPO. What is the FPO? What is that?
Female Pro Open,
Okay.
and then MPO is Mixed Pro Open. Mixed. I don't know what the P. I think it might be Pro. Yeah, Pro. So you can either be a female, male, or whatever you identify as in the mixed, but female is its own thing.
Do they ever do like team events where it's like almost like a scramble where two people? Do they ever do that kind of stuff in the?
I don't know if they do it in like the pro tour or anything, but I've seen like some tournaments where people that are sponsored by the same, I guess, team or same company, like Discraft or Innova, they face against another sponsor or something. But
Oh, cool.
that's interesting. I like that. I wish they would do that more.
Well, they do it for. I know for regular golf, they'll like have a. I mean, they'll have different events, like a pro golfer teamed up with a celebrity or another athlete,
Yeah.
football player or something, and they'll play against other two-person teams like that.
Yeah, I think there was I don't know if it was like, I don't know what YouTube channel it was, because all this is on YouTube. It's not like network or cable or anything. But they they paired pro disc golfers with YouTube disc golfers, you know, because I don't know. I feel like celebrities would be a little push.
YouTube disc golfers. Like, does that mean
Just
like
people who like
influencers?
Influencers post their videos about disc golf or something that aren't actually pro or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
There's a
check
lot
that out.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of those people. They have good tips too.
I should look at that, although I don't need too many tips right now. One thing that I did change in this particular last round that I played, I think we're actually gonna try to go out tomorrow too. But is taking the so you know how I used to putt where I kind of like lob the thing up?
Yep.
You
It
know?
was more so like a granny shot in basketball.
Yeah, so I switched to after I was watching the people on the pro tour where they sling it, and I did that, and it actually wasn't it actually didn't turn out too bad. I mean, I overthrew a few times, but even Reader was like, yeah, that's
Nice.
that's what golfers do too. They take a shot and just aim for the middle. So I just got to get better at. I wasn't completely off, but I would either be a little to the right and then it would bang on the side and bounce off to the right.
Hey, that's
the
not bad.
cage.
As long as you're hitting the chains, that's pretty good. You're giving yourself
Yeah.
a shot of getting it in, you know? That's awesome. Dang. Reader and his son are good coaches. They're good
Yeah,
coaches.
that's what I need. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad I can tag along because at least I get to play with people better. I mean, for them, it's probably like, oh no.
Yeah. No, I'm sure they're happy. I mean, it's a game where you just kind of go out and hang out with some buddies. Because yesterday I went and I had a horrible day. I went out with my girlfriend in Denver, threw 2 discs in the water. Every single hole was right next to water. Why
That's
would
very
they?
surprising that you would. Your aim is usually true.
I think I threw one in and I got flustered, and it just went way downhill, and then I just started kind of not caring and going for broke. And then one of them went into like this street, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on today?" So I'm blaming the course instead of myself.
How many discs you lose?
I lost 2, and they were good discs too.
Oh,
I
no.
really liked them. I really liked
no.
them. And then I made the mistake. Oh my god, I made the mistake. I was like, "Oh, I think I can get this one." Tarek, I took off my shoes and my socks, and I started walking into this disgusting pond. There was goose poop all over the place, Tarek. It
And
was.
you did not get the. I'm guessing by how you're talking, you did not get the disc.
I did not get the disc. So I was covered with goose poop for no
That's
reason.
tough. That's tough.
It was disgusting.
Well, I think I'm going to go actually tomorrow and buy because I'm still using that driver that your brother gave me that you gave to him. So I haven't lost it yet. I'm going to go get a couple of more and try some. I got to read about the numbers though on the disc and see if I can work that into my game.
So
But I'm
if you-
excited now.
You
I
should go
love
to
it.
if there's a play it again sports where you're
Yes,
at.
there is. Yeah.
They sell used discs. So if you
Yeah.
don't want to like buy like a brand new disc and get one that's kind of beat in or something, you can
Yeah.
buy a bunch of those and test them out. I mean, and plus they also sell brand new discs. So I like Play It Again Sports a lot for that.
Yeah, that's where I go, and
Nice.
I don't need it. I don't need a new disc. A
Yeah.
used disc is not going to make me any. A new disc, I should say, is not going to make me any better than
No,
if
no,
I.
no.
I'm not there yet. So, well,
Dang.
we're at about 50 minutes, so I guess we should wrap this one up. Call it a night here.
Call it a night. I'm excited to see what comes from the breaks. I'll tell you next episode if they actually break. But yeah, again, our Instagram handle is Collecting Stories TZ. You can see the pictures from our podcast on there. and other stories that we would like to tell. And yeah, thank you for listening.
I actually I forgot to mention, yeah, I might have a story for the next episode too, because I'm in a break. I got that free $50 from Fanatics, and I spent exactly 49 of it on a Top's Finest WWE break of 3 different wrestlers. So
You're sticking it to them. They wanted you to spend more with that free $50, but
oh, at some point I'm going to spend more. That's not going to be a problem for them. It's not going to be a problem.
great.
Anyways, all right. Well, for I guess this is for episode 5. Hopefully, we have more than 5 listeners. For episode 5, I'm Tarek.
And I'm Zayd.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.